again, I'm with the keynote speaker and the founder of Safe Organization. I'm here to interview her and she's going to tell us the reason why she always talks about true identity. As you watch, God bless you.
Amen.
Good day, ma.
Good day.
Why did you speak on identity always?
The reason I emphasize on the word identity is because that word is very age that we live. There is confusion everywhere. The teenagers are confused, the youth are confused, and the adults are confused because of what is happening around them. And the solution to this confusion is clarity. When you receive clarity about who you are, about the reason of your existence, that will solve the problem of confusion. And what can give us clarity is the knowledge of our identity. That is the reason I emphasize on the word identity. When you know your identity, who you are, the reason of your existence on this planet, because each and every one of us, there is a reason we exist on this planet Earth. We have our purpose, we have the reason of our existence on this planet Earth. So when you have that knowledge, it will give you clarity about life. You won't be confused the way others are confused. You know that God has created you to be a solution to the dying humanity, not a problem. Not many people are seeing themselves as a problem. They are waiting for someone to give them a solution. Why God has destined them as a solution giver. So when you have the knowledge of your true identity, it will give you clarity about life, and also it will make you to know that you are a solution giver, not a problem to humanity. So in the West now, the rate of suicide is increasing every day. People are committing suicide, and why are they committing suicide? Because life looks meaningless to them. But when you know who you are, life will not look meaningless to you, because you know that you are here to save that humanity, to solve problems. Also the youth, they are confused. The adults are confused because when they were young, there is no one to educate them with knowledge of who they are, so that when they grow up, they become solution provider, not problem. So that is the reason I emphasize on the word identity always.
Why is it true identity?
The reason it's true identity is because we also have fake identity. And this is fake identity. Fake identity is the negative word that you are listening to around you. When you listen to it, if you believe it, if you allow it to define you, that is a fake identity, because it's a wrong perspective. It is not who you are. That is not your real self. Your real self is the definition of who you are from God's perspective, not from human's perspective, not from what you are hearing on social media or what you are hearing from people around you. No, your true identity is the definition of who you are from God's perspective. But no, it is easier for us to believe negative word about ourselves than for us to believe the positive word. You see like, oh, I'm not enough, I'm not unique, I'm not special, I'm not smart. I said, oh, I'm ugly, and you will accept it. It is easy for you to accept it. When it's that you are unique, you are special, you are created for a great purpose on this planet Earth, your mind cannot easily comprehend it. And the reason your mind can't comprehend it is because you are not trained with the knowledge of your true identity from the beginning. Because if you are trained with the knowledge of your true identity from the beginning, your mind can easily comprehend that what I'm putting for a purpose, for a greater purpose on this planet Earth. But you can easily believe the negative word and the positive word. And the negative word that you believe about yourself, that is your fake identity, not your true identity. Your true identity is who you are in God. Is you see yourself from God's perspective. So from today, start seeing yourself, start defining yourself from God's perspective. That's your true identity. That is what will empower you to become who God has destined you to be. And that is what will help you to face life challenges. It will not make you to be confused the way others are confused. No matter what's happening around you, you won't be confused because you will see yourself as a solution to the dying humanity. But when you believe in negative word, oh my God, I'm not special, I'm not unique. Maybe you post your picture on your Instagram page and people are like, oh my God, look at this girl, she's too fat, she's having tiny leg, and you believe it, you allow them to define you. That is very wrong, because that is not who you are. You are the one to tell them that, oh my God, they are seeing you from the wrong perspective, because you know who you are. I'm seeing myself from God's perspective. So if you tell me that right now, that, oh my you because you are seeing it from what? The wrong perspective. And I am seeing it from God's perspective. So no matter what you tell me, I know that there's nothing wrong about me. It is something that is wrong about you. I am the one to educate you, not you educating me. Do you understand now? So no matter the negative word that we receive from social media, from people around us, it must not define us. We must not believe it because that is not who we are. Who we are is who we are in God. Is we see ourselves from God's perspective. That is the reason I focus on true identity always.
What is the meaning of the big word and the little mind?
The big word and the little mind is the illustration I use whenever I go to schools, primary school, secondary school, whenever I talk to teenagers, whenever I talk in youth conference. You know, for example, now let's use this present moment. Now, if for example, if I give birth to a girl in this our world, she's a small girl with a little mind. Her little mind cannot comprehend this big word. She's a small girl that is giving birth to a big word with her little mind. And as she's growing up, they start educating her about who she is, her name, her gender, and how to relate people around her. But what happened is that if they did not educate her about her true identity, about the power of her works, about the power of her thought, how it can shape her life, how it determines who she will become in the future. You know what happened? This girl, as she's growing up, when she gets to teenage age, many things are happening in this world. There is crisis, economic crisis, war, even every day there is bad news. So when she grows up, teenage age, she will be confused and how am I going to survive in this unknown world? Because the world is unknown to her. There are many things that is happening. The government don't have answer to it. Her parents don't have answer to it. She's small and she doesn't have answer to it. The worst part of it is if her friend died of cancer or someone very near to her died of cancer, she'll be like, "Pray God, this is the world I'm living in. This world is meaningless. Look at my best friend. She just died maybe of brain cancer. Or my grandma, she just died of breast tumor, of cancer of the breast. And look at, the future will feel uncertain to her. She will be like, okay, I don't even know what tomorrow will bring. Maybe me too, that disease, and life can end anytime. So the world will look meaningless to her. She will not know how to survive because when she was growing up, it did not educate her about the knowledge of her true identity. So she's a small girl in a big world that she cannot comprehend, and she cannot define. It's the word of God that is defining her. That is the reason we need to educate our little children with the knowledge of their true identity. So when they grow up, they'll be able to face life challenges. They'll be the one defining the world will not be defining them. Recently, I heard about a girl that committed suicide because of what she has AI, and she broke up from her boyfriend, and so she asked, "Am I the one that is guilty, or is my boyfriend that is guilty?" When she narrated the story to the AI said that she's the one that is guilty. She felt so condemned. She felt so guilty that this day she committed suicide because of the ritual. Me, even though if I'm the one at fault, I don't need ChatGPT to tell me who I am. I don't need ChatGPT to tell me that you are condemned or you feel guilt. No, ChatGPT, that is a machine. Imagine a girl took her life because of the reply of the solution that a machine gave to her. That is telling that kid don't know who she is. When you know who you are, your true identity, who you are in Christ Jesus, when you start seeing yourself from God's perspective, you don't need ChatGPT to tell you who you are. Even though if you are at fault, you will correct yourself. And it is it. No matter who left you, no matter who left you, the best that God has prepared for you is even greater than that person. That person will make you irreplaceable. For example, look at Ruth. With everything that she lost, God prepared for her Boaz. So that girl, even though that boyfriend left her, that doesn't mean that she will not meet another guy, maybe in university, and she's still a small girl. To her now, that is the end of life. No matter who leave you, no matter who left you, there is still someone that God has prepared for you that you are going to meet in the future. cherish you, make you unique, make you irreplaceable. So the reason to get compared to society is because she did not have the knowledge of her true identity. She's a small girl living in a big world. Her mind is too small to comprehend this world. That is the reason she compared to society. If they have trained her with the knowledge of her true identity, if she is seeing herself from God's perspective, she will not commit suicide. So our parents, let us train our children with the knowledge of the true identity. That is the solution to what is happening right now.